Hi everyone, it's Simon Lou here, and today we have Kevin Dean from Perth. Now he is in Melbourne with us. Kevin have a awesome story which we're going to share with you guys. So right about 10 months ago, he joined our program, New Age Practice. So it's been 10 months, 10 and a half, 11 months now. When he joined, he's already had a successful accounting practice with many staff. And so through the last 10 months, he was be able to had a transition from having a one practice. Now he's got three practices and increased his fees by 60%, which he's going to share with you guys. So it's an amazing story. And yeah, I've been really grateful by having Kevin be part of the community, and thanks so much for joining us for this chat today, Kevin.
Thank you, Simon. Thanks for having me. And thank you for all your help in the past 10, 11 months. And I'm looking forward to work with you to grow my business, to go to the next journey.
Got it. Cool. So do you just want to share with us maybe before you started join us, before we started work together, what was sort of situation back then?
Well, back then I have a couple of issues with my practice. I have no time. I've been busy doing a lot of work. I have a lot of staff that running around and doing a lot of compliance work, and I don't feel satisfied from the staff as well as the clients, because even though we try so hard and we work so hard, I just don't see the result. I didn't see the result back then. So I just been thinking there must be a better way to do the business. I've been browsing and looking for the solutions, and luckily I came across with one of Simon's message on Facebook. So I contacted him, and we start from there. And that was the best decision that I made ever.
Thank you. So that's how you find me, from Facebook, was it?
Yep, correct.
All right, cool.
You had a great Facebook page on there.
All right, got it. So what kind of problems or challenges were you facing that time when you're thinking about you need to do something different about your business? What was going on?
As I mentioned, I just don't have time. I work from 8 to 8 every day, and even on the weekend, trying to help the client with the compliance work. And not only myself, I feel that my staff, they do the same thing. And back then, I just don't know why the business is not that, we have a lot of work, but it's just not fulfilling for everyone. So we don't have the time, we don't have enough profit, and we don't have the appreciation from our clients, and that's the big thing. So but after I share my story with Simon, and I adapt the strategies from Simon's, things change. And since then I have more time now that I can be able to work on not only one businesses but I work on three. So I have time to work on my business, and I have better profit, and I increased my revenue by 60% approximately.
All right, cool. And maybe let's break down one piece at a time, so we can we can so the people will know the story. So that time, so you already had a successful business, but were quite messy and no time, and with a whole bunch of things going on, providing compliance and with a lot of stuff as well. So what would it mean to you if you were to to you and you personally, if you were to fix those issues back then?
Well, I think one of my big problem is I try to do work for everyone. And I can't be good at everything. So when I got the idea from Simon, I thought I restructure the whole business. I jumped down into the small piece and I choose the niche that I want to work with. So since then, the whole thing changed. Because I just only work with one type of industry or customers, so that's why I have more time to focus on them, and I do the deep work. Once I do the deep work, the compliance and bookkeeping and compliance job become minority work, and the client value your work more because they can see how you can help them with the business.
Got it. And okay, cool. So that was a change you made. So what would you say the three parts of our system that have made the biggest impact in your business? Three things that you think about the program.
The three things is first, the way you approach the client. So firstly, you have to choose the type of the client, the niche market that you want to work with. So you work with yourself and your firm internally before you go out and talk to clients. What I learned from Simon is you need to do the role play with your team, and you need to understanding your clients persona, as well as their pain points. So from there, not only myself but the whole team understanding about the type of the clients that they've been working with. From there, we strategize the way how we help them, what are their problems, and we productize their problem to become better, and we design our solutions for their problems. Since then, when we talk to client, and again, it's not only myself, the whole team involved in this, and everyone become more involved and more confident. The work become more fun.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. So the team become more aligned with the culture, with the direction where you're going, and so staff management become less of an issue.
Definitely.
There's more productivity from the team. There's more time for you. Okay, cool. So that's number one. Sounds like that's client avatar. That then bring that sort of idea into the entire business, so your team and the culture in sync. And what would you say the second?
The second one would be the pricing. So once you shouldn't be scared of your fees. When you mentioned that to the client, that was one of my problem before. So I have the fear of losing the client, because why? Now I understand. Before I don't have anything to offer except compliance. Even though I can help them a lot, I just can't value our services enough to present that to them. So that when they ask us about a fees, all we can explain to them is that is how much time we spend, and that is how much fee we should charge. And once you say that, they picture into themselves, wow, your rate is so expensive. I can get a better rate out there with the half fees. What the missing point here is you don't articulate your value to the client and how you can help them with their problem. So don't make my mistake. Don't make the mistake that I made. Don't talk to the client about the time. Don't talk to the client about your fees or your rate. Talk to the client about their problem. Then the fees become just the following things that follow later.
Okay, cool. So the second thing will be pricing, client avatar, second pricing, and okay. So pricing on value, talk about problems, give them a solution as a benefit rather than talk about how much time you spend or what you do. And so when they focus on the solution they get, which is, we talked about money, time, and emotion, when the customer getting those, and we're then putting a price according to value that they actually get. And the price become no longer the resistant, or comparing, I guess, from another, we talked about normally a commodity that people comparing. So that's the second thing, pricing. Cool. And third, what would you say that the system had made the biggest impact?
I actually I'm missing out on learning how to market our business through LinkedIn or social media because I've been busy doing what what I learned from you for the first 10 months.
Uh-huh.
So I haven't actually. I think the third one I should be able to do is market our business out there. But at the moment, I think capacity is our issues. I just don't have the time to try to get more clients. So what we focus on our business is the core value and the we try to solve problems for our clients. And once we have any problem that we haven't facing, we will brainstorming. We will try to find a solution for the clients, and from there we can help the client with the variety of problems. And I think that's what's the core business that we're doing. We call ourselves problem solving solution. We don't call ourselves accounting practice anymore.
Okay, got it. So you're saying marketing is pretty cool, but you did not, or you haven't done a lot within the program.
I haven't done that.
But it's okay. So it's about client avatar, which is a value, systemizing through your internal journeys, pricing, as well as actually providing a solution to a problem. That'll be three things. Cool.
Yep.
I thought I was going to dive into say what are the tips that you wanted to share with the audience about each one of them, but you already sort of give us some answer for that. But if I were to say, if you give us a quick sort of tips in each one of the area with client avatar, pricing and providing value solution to a problem, what would you say the sort of the tips for each one of them, if you want to share?
If I have to share something, I think the first one is always pick your clients. Don't let your client pick you. Don't take everyone that you come across. Pick the client that you like to work with. That's number one.
Cool.
Number two, learn about their problems and try to help them with their problems, solve their problem. Then from there, there's so many work that can flow through to your firm because you become the go-to guy that everyone will call you for.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. So from your perspective, obviously we talked about what you have achieved the last 10 months in terms of your business, your revenue, but what would you say that the result that you have achieved and the impact that have made in your business so far?
The result is obviously I have a lot of time for myself to grow my business, and the revenue has been increased significantly for me, and also the bottom line is very good. So I can't complain for the amount of time that we've been with you, Simon. Thank you so much for that.
No, I appreciate it, brother. So, and how has it impacted like the change that has this system made like to you on a personal level outside of business?
Well, I have more time with my kids. I have the best year ever this year with my children. I've been traveling with them a lot. We have more time together. I can be able to work from home while I run the business in 2 different cities. So I can choose the time when I work with clients. I can choose the client who I want to work with and how I want to work with.
Man, that's amazing. You know, and we know in our industry, been working accounting of financial practice, like stuck in the mud is doing work every day, but be able to, you know, virtually managing businesses in multiple cities and work from home. That's, yeah, man, you've done really well for yourself. So really,
it's all thanks to you, Simon. It's all thanks to you.
Yeah, man.
Without a phone call 11 months ago, it's going to be very tough for me.
Yeah, but you've definitely take a lot on and put a lot of work in place. So yeah, and if I were to say, you know, what was stopping you to join? Like almost did not join this program because what sort of obstacle skepticism that you probably had before you joined, or the program with work with me?
Yeah. I would say to anyone out there that sitting on the fence and still thinking about whether they should join or not. There's a lot of program out there, but the program that work for you are not so many. So, and Simon's program is one of the best one that I experienced so far, because the methodology that he help us is go straight to the core value of the business and problem solving. So trust me, I have wasted a lot of my time and my money trying to learn a lot of other things that doesn't suit myself and my practice. And it's just only the short 10 months, in the short 10 months that I can learn, and then I can adapt a lot. So there's nothing for you to lose, guys. Give him a call. I think you'll be surprised.
Yeah, thank you. And I think what I want to share with the audience, like, I think it must be something that you were skeptical about, because since that we met, if you saw my ads, we met on internet, and we, and so I guess, were you skeptical about it, or what was it something that you were thinking? Because you obviously you gotta pay to be part of this, and
yes, as I said before, I have been burned in the past. I have spent a lot of money for for coaches and program that didn't suit me. So when it's come to your to your message, Simon, I was very skeptical, because I thought it's not going to work. But after I had a half an hour phone call with you, you explained to me and you answered all my questions very clearly. So I decided to jump in, and that's the best decision.
So there wasn't much of skeptical, or much. It was skeptical, but it wasn't much for you. You're quite, by the sound of it, you were just comfortable. Okay, cool. What's your, out of everything we do, what is your favorite part of New Age Practice Program? The one thing that the best part of it?
I like the way that you start everybody from the mindset. You need to have the clear mindset of what you want to do. I like the way that you structure the program down into weekly basics, so that everyone have the things to follow, and the morning the morning mindset is great. And the habit, the 30-day challenge habit, that helped me a lot. So it helped me to write down the list of the things that I want to do for the day, and it's just like a diary journal to summarize of what you've done, and you have the goals for a week, a month, and a year. So everything, Simon. So I learned a lot from every small thing that you teach in the program.
Cool. So the structure of the program, accountability, what you do in the work every week, and plus the habits, the mindset, that was your favorite part. Got it. And who would you recommend it to, this program? Like, knowing that what we do, and why would you recommend, if you want to share that bit?
By talking to a lot of people, I can see a lot of accountants and bookkeepers out there. They're still struggling with work, and struggling with their time. So they are your, I think they need your help, and they should talk to you, so that they can have a better business, better life.
Got it. Cool. Cool. Thanks so much, Kevin. You're sharing. You've got a big heart, and I've been really grateful that we've been connected. And I think there's a lot more to come with what's ahead of us, and the plan that we've already got set up for the next year. So yeah.